Hello, today's lesson is over multiplying and dividing integers. When you are multiplying and dividing integers, the first thing you're going to do is multiply or divide the numbers like normal, ignoring the signs. Once you get your answer, you can add the sign. So if the signs of both of the numbers are the same, the answer will be positive. If the signs of both of the numbers are different, the answer will be negative. And you can also use this triangle to help determine the sign if you cannot remember the rule. So if I am multiplying two numbers with the same sign or dividing two numbers with the same sign, say I'm dividing a negative number by a negative number, I could cover up one of the negative signs for the first negative number, and I can cover up the other negative sign for the second negative number, and I'm left with a positive sign. So I know the sign to my answer should be positive. Now, if the signs of my numbers are different, then I can cover up the negative sign for the negative number, and I can cover up the positive sign for the positive number, and I'm left with a negative sign. So I know the answer to my problem will be negative. So let's go through some examples. If I am multiplying -6 times +4, I'm going to multiply like normal. So I know 6 times 4 equals 24. And then I need to determine the sign. I have two different signs. I've got a -6 and a +4. So I know the sign should be negative. Now, if I check that with my triangle, I can cover up a negative sign for the -6. And I can cover up the positive sign for the +4, and that confirms that my answer should be negative. Now, if I'm multiplying -7 times -3, I'm going to multiply like normal and ignore the signs. So 7 times 3 equals 21. And now to determine the sign, I'm going to look at my original numbers. Well, both of these numbers have the same sign. They are both negative, so I know my answer should be positive. And if I check that with my triangle, I will cover up a negative sign for the -7 and a negative sign for the -3, and I'm left with a positive symbol. It is the same concept with division. So if we're going to divide 36 by -12, I'm going to divide like normal, ignoring the signs. So 36 divided by 12 equals 3. And now I know I am dividing two numbers with different signs, a positive and a negative. So I know my answer should be negative. And again, if you want to check that with the triangle, I would cover up the positive sign for my positive 36 and one of the negative signs for my -12. And again, I'm left with a negative sign, so I know my answer should be negative. And finally, -42 divided by -6. I'm going to divide like normal. 42 divided by 6 equals 7. Both of my numbers have the same sign. I've got -42 and -6. So since they both have the same sign, I know my answer should be positive. And again, if I check that with my triangle, I'll cover up a negative sign for the 42 and a negative sign for the 6, and I'm left with a positive sign for my answer. Thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel.